I'm going to be doing the A to Z Bookish survey. I read the most books from J.K. Rowling. I've actually read all her books. The sequel to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, which is Hollow City. I'm currently reading Schizo by Nick Sheff. Drink of choice while reading is water. I like the physical book because I can hold it in my hands, but I also like my e-reader. I just don't actually use it that often. It did. Don't use it. Still am in high school, but I would have probably wanted to date Draco Malfoy, but I probably wouldn't have. So I think I'd probably end up dating Neville or something, but I would have wanted to date Draco Malfoy. Just saying. The Egypt Game by Zilpha Ketley Snyder. My cousin used to give me a lot of books when I was little, and this is one of the books she gave me, so I thought it looked interesting, and I read it, and I really liked it. I don't know what this means, but I'm just gonna say Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her last name. But I really like this book. It's very good. I like the cover. An important moment in my reading life, probably when I was allowed to read Harry Potter. I was 12 when I was allowed to read it finally, because I got scared easily when I was little, so my parents were like, no, you can't read it. So my friend was reading it, and she was like, oh, this is Tonks, and had a picture of her on her computer screen, and I was like, who is that? I want to know who she is. So I read the whole books just so I could know who she was. Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. It's very good. I don't like dystopian novels. The longest book I've read, which I actually don't own, is each of the books from the Game of Thrones series. When I read them, I actually borrowed either my brother's copies or my friend's copies. The Book Thief by Marcus Zasak, and I just really like this book. I read it over Christmas, and then in English he was like, hey, we're gonna have book study, you know, you're kind of learning about the World War II and stuff in socials, so you can pick one of these books about World War II. And I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm gonna read it again, even though I read it 2 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nancy Drew, Girl Detective by Carolyn Keene. This book, I don't know if it got given to me. I don't know how it came into my possession. But when I was younger, I read it a lot. So I used to know it off by heart. My preferred place to read is this chair. It is quite a nice chair. Thomas Edison's last words were, "It is very beautiful over there." I don't know where there is, but I believe it is somewhere, and I hope it is beautiful. My reading regret is never finishing The Pepins and Their Problems by Polly Horvath. I've had this book since I was, I don't know, like 10, 11, and I tried reading it when I was in grade 7. Virals by Kathy Righteous? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce names. She's the author of the Temperance Brennan's novels that inspired Bones. I got this book a couple years ago and I just read it this year because I didn't understand it until this year. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, A Mango-Shaped Space by Wendy Mass, and Struck by Lightning by Chris Colfer. For Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Hate it all you will, but this is one of my favorite series. It's amazing, and I just love it so much. The book release I'm most excited for is in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children's book series by Ransom Riggs. I don't remember what the last book is called. I don't remember when it comes out, and it might have came out already. I just haven't realized it, but I'm really excited for that book. My worst bookish habit is taking my friends' books 3 months ago. I've not read them yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27! I tell you I'd love you, but then I'd have to kill you by Ali Carter. Schizo by Nick Sheff. It was a couple weeks ago, and me and my mom were at the bookstore, and I was like, hey, I really like this book. Well, I want to read this book, and she was like, I'll buy it for you. So, thanks, Mom. Call Me Hope by Gretchen Olson. I think 8 or 10 o'clock. One of those two, between those 2 hours. And I ended it around 1 a.m. I had been like, oh, I run 11. I was like, oh, I'm just going to stop. I'm right here. I'm just going to stop. No, I read it till 1 a.m. I finished it. I tried to make my mom read it. She didn't read it. So, that is my A to Z Bookish challenge. Bye!
Dude, this is not your spot. That is my laptop spot.